In the past 3 months, Canadians have joined people from around the world in trying to focus their attention on what's happening in Iran and on the name of one woman in particular. It is hard to get information out, but the latest numbers we have from human rights activists say nearly 400 people have been killed in the government crackdown in Iran, and more than 16,000 people have been arrested because of these protests. The death of Mahsa Amini sparked widespread demonstrations in the country and around the world. It has been particularly challenging for people with family and loved ones who are still in Iran. And Sarah Shariati is a student in Toronto with family in Iran. She's organized protests here in Canada. Thank you for joining us, Sarah.
Thank you for having me.
I want to know, first of all, you've heard that some of your friends have been arrested. Have you learned anything more?
It's difficult to get information out. So internet has been becoming more and more restricted every single day as protests also intensify and people have so much to lose. It's very hard to get information out. But yes, as you said, 16,000 people have been arrested. A lot of these are students, young people, even minors.
People your age?
Yeah, people my age or even younger, a lot younger, 15, 14. People are in prison. Their families have no news about them, where they are being held, what their charges are. So their whereabouts remain unknown. People have been injured so brutally. We have seen people getting shot in the eyes. So many people have been
shot
blinded.
in the eyes?
Yes.
What's the thought behind that?
So they shoot without aiming, so it hits anywhere. It can hit anywhere, right? So like we have news that hundreds of people have actually been blinded because of these things, and they throw tear gas in university dormitories, into residential areas. They shoot into people's private homes. And like people, what I've seen is that they even fear, if they don't even go to protest, that one night they can wake up and there's shootings into their homes. They track people, and I've seen people changing their locations. People like me, university students, don't feel safe in their own homes, so they start try to figure out where to stay for this night, next night, and it's very scary. What they're doing is very brave, but it's also we have to recognize that their lives are in danger, and the level of violence is unimaginable.
One of the issues that's become of key concern is that there have been widespread internet blackouts. So talk to me about the challenges of getting in touch with family and with friends. You want to confirm what's happened to them.
Yeah, what I've seen is that it's very difficult to communicate. We can't get in touch with our families, with our friends, and people don't also feel safe saying what is really happening there to us on the phone, even if we can get connected. It's harder in smaller cities as well, and there have been reports of security forces tracking phone calls or messages, confiscating phones in university campuses, for example, and then taking these as evidence, using it against people. So we don't get information. People are unsafe. They can't even find the help they need. So one thing that people outside are doing, and it has put them at risk as well, but it's important to do, is that we try to be the bridge to connect people who need help to people who are offering it underground. But that also comes with a risk.
And that is a large community of people. Toronto, of course, is home to the second largest Iranian population outside of that country. Sarah, you are organizing protests in the city of Toronto. What risk does that put on your family back in Iran? And what's your concern?
I'm actually worried. So I know for a fact what the Islamic Republic can do and what they are capable of. We have seen it for the past 70 days. And yes, I am worried that my family might be at risk. They can do, they can be violent with them. But at the same time, I feel like this is bigger than us and bigger, even bigger than Iran, and it can change the whole face of the Middle East and even be an inspiration to the rest of the world, because the message is so great for this revolution. So I think it's important for us to keep fighting.
Sarah, I want to thank you not only for the work that you're doing, but for coming on with us today. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.